our channel. I'm Hunty.
And I'm Leo.
And we are back with the part 2 of our last video that we filmed. Took us a little bit to get to it, but here we are.
Let's get this.
So I have all the questions that you guys asked on my Instagram written in my notes. No specific order, but we got some Krispy Kreme to eat while we answer these questions.
You know when you open the box and then the light starts to shine when you open the box, you know?
What?
Yeah. When you find treasure and then as soon as you open it, it lights up.
That's what's happening with the donuts? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna get right into these questions. I just picked some of the most common ones. And yeah. Oh, and as usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So the first one is, did you guys stop contact on your break? No. I think the longest we went without talking was like 5 days or something. And that was, I had gone to Seattle, so I wasn't even here. So it was easier, but
yeah.
Other than that, no, we were talking. We were still talking and still seeing each other, so.
Yeah.
There's something you want to add?
No.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Which one are you gonna start with? I got the maple and a raspberry filled. I was debating on that one. Okay. The next question is, how did you feel when you guys found out that you were pregnant?
I was like, damn it.
Yeah, right. I was like, damn it. How did you feel?
I mean, I've always told her that if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. So when it happened, it was more like.
Do you think you felt
like it was like, oh crap, like this is happening, and I just felt like
it was a bad time?
It was definitely a bad time, but at the same time, it was, you know, you get that joy and that happiness because, you know, there's no other feeling than being able to create something and it being, you know, part of you and a part of your partner. So
mix of emotions.
Yeah, a roller coaster for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much the same. I was kind of panicking at first. Like, I was like in shock. Like, I didn't really believe it. Because I was like, out of all the times, like, why now? But we always say that everything happens for a reason. So, had to have happened at that time for a reason. Okay. Do you guys want kids now after going through a miscarriage?
Yeah, but that's why we gotta get this YouTube popping. So follow and subscribe. Let's do it.
Yeah, I feel like we're more open to the idea now that we went through that. But we definitely want to be in like a better place, like financially and, you know, more prepared. I know they say that like there's never like the right time to have kids. So, you know, if it happens, it happens. But preferably, I think we'd like to wait a little bit longer. Next question. Leo, what made you realize that you want to be with Hunty forever?
Forever?
Shut up.
I don't know, I guess I like her or whatever.
Come on, be serious.
If you got happiness with your partner, and at the time it was just a lot of build up, so that's why we just needed a little break. But honestly, when I sat down and just thought about everything, happiness takes over everything that we went through, and then especially when we went through that, it just made it more clear. So I think we low-key kind of needed that break to see what we really wanted and what was what was true, you know, what was true in our relationship.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I got a few questions about, because we told them about the doctor's appointment, about what they found and everything, but I'm going to save all those for the end. So we can just explain all that at the end. So I'm going to skip that one. Somebody said, I'm going through something similar with my partner. How do I know if it's the right thing to work it out with them?
Ooh.
I think, I mean, obviously it depends on like the circumstances of why you guys are going through whatever you're going through, but I feel like if that's somebody who you just like can't picture your life without, or like being without them is hurting you more than being with them, and like, I don't know, I think it's worth trying to figure out the root of the problem and working together to figure it out so you guys can fix it. But I mean, it's really like specific to everybody's situation. But if deep down you know that's somebody that you don't want to live without, then you gotta do what you gotta do to work it out, change what you need to change to make it work. What is your guys' biggest issue in the relationship? I would say communication. When it comes down to it. An issue. No, I think communication, because like, I mean, obviously it all depends on how you're raised and how you grew up, but I think like if you're used to like holding in your feelings or like not speaking about if you have a problem or whatever, that's when things build up. And then obviously at some point they're just going to explode. So I think now, like if there's an issue, we communicate about it. We do what we got to do. We compromise to figure it out. I would say that the biggest issue.
Yeah. Miscommunication, that's it.
Yeah. What advice do you guys have on working through problems in relationships? Kind of like what I just said, to be honest.
Communication.
Yeah. That's really what it boils down to. If you can't communicate with your partner, that's when things are going to go sideways. So.
Or if your partner doesn't want to listen and they don't want to fix stuff, then
yeah,
bounce.
But I mean, I feel like a lot of people communicate differently, so you kind of got to like figure out what ways you can get through to your partner about a certain problem or whatever, because if you guys don't talk about it, if one person has a problem and the other person doesn't know, then that one person is going to get fed up and the other person is going to be like, what's going on, you know? So I would say communication, talk it out, make things clear about what you like, what you don't like, you know.
But also, you gotta understand your partner too. Like me and her, she can talk about stuff instantly. With me, I'm more of a, like, give me some time for me, you know, to
think about it
and just cool down and everything.
Yeah.
So you also can't be pushy, you know, because then it's a race. You're trying to chase after that person, and that person's just gonna keep going further and further. So you gotta understand your partner
and how they work.
Yeah, so that goes to communication too. You know, if you're like me or her,
we gotta like meet in the middle. Like, like you said, I'm the type who's like if there's a problem, I want to talk about it right then and there so we can squash it and get over it. But he's the type who like needs a minute to himself to figure it out, and you know, so we have to figure out how to meet in the middle when things like that happen. But it's doable. Do you guys plan on getting married? Tell them.
Not anytime soon, but definitely eventually, you know. We still got, honestly, our plan is to be just,
we got a lot of other goals.
Yeah.
And like, we're not in a rush.
Yeah, we gotta work on some stuff first, and then the rest will come in its place.
Plus, like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to have a wedding anytime soon with like the pandemic and everything. Like, it just makes things way more difficult. You know, I would want it in a time where everybody can be there and not be concerned, and like, you can only have this many people and blah blah. So yes, but not anytime soon. Plus that shit takes forever to plan. We got other things that we want to do first. Okay. I'm skipping over that
I
one.
feel like weddings are low-key kind of stressful.
Yeah, weddings are stressful and they're expensive, and it's just a lot.
I read this post that, or did you send it to me?
Maybe, I don't know.
It was like you spent 20,000 or whatever on the wedding, instead of those 20,000 going to your honeymoon. So imagine if you put those 20,000 in your honeymoon,
You'd have a crazy vacation.
what more can you do instead of just that one day, and then in that one day you're so freaking stressed and doing stuff that, you know, so.
But I mean, if you have the money, then go for it.
Oh yeah.
You know, but where we are, I feel like we have other goals that we want to accomplish first, so we can have the wedding we want, the honeymoon we want, and all that stuff. So, okay, is everything okay with you guys now? Where do you stand? Well, yes, we are good. Obviously, kind of explained that a little bit in the last video, but I mean, like we said, we've been back together for a while now. We just took some time to, you know, chill and not film. So everything is good now. And yeah.
We're just working our way back up to filming more and
yeah,
putting everything in order.
Yes. Okay. What will you guys do moving forward to make sure that you don't feel the need to take a break again?
Well, that goes, I mean, we already know like what we gotta work on, and I feel like that's a big deal with relationships, that it becomes a cycle when you wanna, you know, constantly be taking breaks with your partner, or you're on and off and stuff.
And that's not something that we want.
Yeah, so honestly, being in a relationship, it is work, and especially if you want to be with that person, you know, you gotta
do what it takes.
Do what it takes, but I mean, at the same time, you know, if that person isn't right for you, then that's just a waste of time. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, you would know,
So,
I think.
Yeah, I mean.
But as far as us, like you said, we know the issues that we had. We have been better at communicating those issues with each other if they come up, and I think we're in a much better place now, so I don't think we'll have to go through that again. So that was all for the, like, as far as the relationship questions. The rest are from, in the last video we told you guys I had that ultrasound where they found the mass in my uterus, so we're gonna go over some of those questions. The first one of those says, are you scared for the results of the mass in your uterus? Like, yes and no. Like, it's a scary thing, but like the chances of it being like cancerous or something like that, in somebody my age, is very low, so we're just staying positive and not thinking that like it's gonna be anything bad.
She's catching it pretty early too.
Yeah. So, you know, that's another reason I think, like, you know, maybe we went through the miscarriage and whatever so that I would have that ultrasound so that they would find it now, you know, versus years down the road. Who knows when I would have had another like ultrasound like that done. So, well, this is kind of close to the same thing, but they said, could it mean cancer or that you can't have kids? It could mean cancer, very small chance, I would say. And the doctor said that I still can get pregnant. Yeah, so I can still get pregnant. I did finally have that appointment, and I do have to have surgery. We don't know exactly when that will be, but I feel like we'll try and vlog the process if we can. But yeah, so I have to have surgery. We don't know when. I have to go for a couple more tests before they schedule the actual surgery. Basically, they're just going to remove it, test it for cancer, obviously, and make sure everything's all good. And then
time to make some babies.
But yeah, so that's where we're at with that. Don't know when it will be, but I do have to have surgery, which sucks because I hate being put to sleep. But I mean, it is what it is. I think it's like a fairly easy thing. It's not like I have to stay in the hospital overnight or anything. I'll be able to come home after surgery. You can take care of me.
You don't gotta stay?
No. I mean, unless something went wrong in the surgery, but we're staying positive and nothing like that will happen. So, we'll keep you guys updated on that. But I think that was all the questions that we had about the last videos. So, anything else you want to say?
If you guys are struggling or whatever you guys are going through, be hopeful and just keep smiling in your face, because everything gets better throughout the time. So
yes, amen. Alright guys, well don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you guys in our next video.